Well, yesterday, the Holy Father weighed in on the unrest in Belarus.
Continuo a pregare per il Libano e per le altre situazioni drammatiche nel mondo.
At his weekly talk to pilgrims at the Vatican, the Holy Father calls for dialogue to end the bloodshed, following the government's crackdown on protesters against the landslide victory of President Alexander Lukashenko. Andrea Gagliarducci, Vatican Analyst for EWTN News, joins us now from Rome. Andrea, always good to see you. So what else did Pope Francis say about the situation in Belarus?
Well, Pope Francis spoke of the situation in Belarus yesterday at Sunday Angelus, and he asked for justice and dialogue in Belarus, and he entrusted the nation to the care of Mary. We know that Belarusians are very devoted to the Virgin Mary, so it's kind of an important message for them.
Is the church in that country, are they taking any action to try and stop the violence?
Well, we know that the churches in Belarus on August 13th, they had a march for peace. It was a sort of guidelines for all the other manifestations, I would say. It was a march for peace that gathered Orthodox and Catholics and other Christian confessions and other religions all together, a sort of procession more than a march for peace. You know, the protesters were thousands, but we can say that the marchers were dozens, and they went peacefully through the city. They just showed how things could be done. They don't want riots, they don't want reactions by the government, as it happened. And so this is what they did. They're just trying to give an example and to be close to the population.
I know that you spoke to the Archbishop of Minsk today. What did he have to say about the situation there?
Yes, I spoke with Archbishop Kondrusiewicz this morning. I had a phone call with him. He told me that the situation is complicated. I asked him if it was... when he thought things, how long he thought things were going to last. And he said that it's impossible to say, but his bigger preoccupation is that there are no riots because he doesn't want reactions. He also wrote a letter to President Lukashenko a couple of days ago, in which he asked the president not to react strongly, and he said that people are asking for truth, so it's good to have truth response. He also said that it's a difficult situation because there was a shutdown of the internet connection. So for 3 days, they've been a little in a hole with no information from the outside beyond the information from the opposition. So now internet was back, but there is a lack of information on what's happening on the ground, even in Belarus.
Andrea, what did the Holy Father say in the address yesterday?
Well, as I said, the Holy Father just spoke about justice and reconciliation. He asked for that in Belarus. He mentioned just 2 or 3 lines, but it was important to do that. Actually, the Holy See cannot be so much involved because there are a sort of many problems on the ground in Belarus. Belarus is the gate to Europe, and it's a gate for ecumenical relations as well. But we know that the Orthodox Church in Belarus is not an autocephalous Orthodox Church. They don't have a patriarch, they have a metropolitan, and the Patriarch of Belarus is the Patriarch of Moscow. So it means that they have to be very careful in what they do because religious things can get political very easily.
Well, Andrea, thank you so much for your time. We always appreciate you coming on. Andrea Gagliarducci, Vatican Analyst for EWTN News. Thank you again.
Thank you.